And hello, everybody, and welcome to California, Anaheim Stadium, the Big A. We welcome you to Oakland A's Stratomatic Baseball on the air. As today, it's game two of a three-game series here at the Big A, as it's the Oakland A's Mike Norris will take on Frank Tanana and the California Angels. This should be a fantastic matchup between these two pitchers today. I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. Uh, just to let you know, so in case something does sound weird or going a little bit off the beaten path, just to let you know that I be here for you guys. I'm going to be trying playing the Windows game as a side thing, only because I want to be able to score everything, and then I'll have a box score at the end of the day to what I call it, to give me a to so I can do my rec to do my box score for the A's. But I'm gonna try to open up a chat window so those who are in the chat today I can be able to conversate with and have a good time. So hopefully everyone will be doing that with me today. Give me 1 second as I get the chat window opened up on my side, and then we'll go ahead and probably play some baseball right here on the channel. Let's go ahead. All right, I have the chat window up, so come in, come out, folks. Come say hello to me. I appreciate everyone doing that. Um, let's go ahead and do that. Again, I'm going to have the other window open on my computer so I can view everything, watch everything, but otherwise I'll be able to do everything where I'm supposed to. So here we go. So first pitch of the ball game will be Ricky Henderson. Here's the A's lineup, by the way. Henderson, Murphy, Essien, Newman, Armas, Guerrero, Heath, Klutz, Piccolo. And then for the Angels defensively, Baylor, ooh, he is awful. Miller, Ford, Lansford, Patek, Rich, Carew, Donahue is your catcher. And on the mound, a very tough left-hander, Frank Tanana. So this should be a good one from the Big A in Anaheim. Hey, how are you, my friend? And welcome, Ben, to the chat. Yep, the regularly scheduled doubleheader game has now started thanks to Spokane Steve and his great game between the Phillies and the Dodgers as Bill White walks it off in a 10th inning. Great matchup. Hopefully to have Spokane Steve here at some point. Always love to have him here. But these are the Angels and A's 1980. The A's are 12-6, while the Angels, I believe, are 8-9. Let's take a look at the records. What we have them so far. Angels are 7-9. The A's are 12-6. This is game two of a three-game series. So Henderson leads off, and we're ready to go. First pitch of the ball game. 4-2 right-hander is a ballpark home run deep to left field. Back goes. Baylor cannot get it. It's gone. Ricky Henderson has done it. So Henderson has done it again. He's known to do. He has said he has the type of power to lead off games with home runs, and no one believed him. And he sets the game on the map by homering off Tanana to start the ball game. It's 1-0 Oakland. Holy cow, what a start for the A's. 1-9 home run, and that was a 1. So Henderson gets liftoff, and Baylor is over the fence in left field, and it's 1-0 Oakland on a leadoff home run by a youngster named Ricky Henderson. So now here's Dwayne Murphy. A's leading quick 1-0. Here's the pitch. 6-3 to a lefty. The fly ball left field. That's what we've been worried about. That is Baylor. That's going to drop in probably for a base hit. That is a 9. So we're going to have to get our charts out here and look at them. Give me a second as I get my charts out to look them up here. So a big home run by Henderson to lead off, but it's going to be a 9 on a 4. That is a single 2. So it's a single 2. Baylor is a 12. That's a 12 on a 12. There's no error, and a base hit for Dwayne Murphy. So Dwayne Murphy with a single. And now the A's have the first two guys on. Henderson with the homer, Murphy with the single. And now let's see if Murphy wants to run here. So Murphy gets the lead. Let's see if he gets the lead. 64% says he can get it. It's a 1-11, so he doesn't get the lead. So now runner on first and nobody out. And here is Jim Essien. Essien, a right-handed hitter against Tanana. Here's the pitch. 3-8 to a lefty, and that is a walk to Jim Essien. So Essien walks. The A's now have first and second and nobody out. And the A's starting off fast here in Oakland. Here is Jeff Newman, one of the hotter hitting Oakland Athletics. First and second, nobody out. Tanana from the stretch gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 5-7, fly ball in the center field. That will be Miller, comes in, makes the catch, and there's one away. It is a fly ball. The center, all runners hold, and one away as Newman is retired. Here is Tony Armas. Needs to get in this lineup more. Had a big home run over the weekend. Let's see if he can get a big one here. First and second, one out. Pitches to Armas. 4-5, the fly ball left field. That'll be a catch made by the left fielder. Baylor actually makes the catch. Wow, and makes the play. And that's 2 outs. Putting Baylor out in left field is an atrocity, but he is out there. 2 outs, and now here is Mario Guerrero. 2 outs, 1 in. Let's see if Tanana can get out of the problems here from the stretch and the pitch. And that's fouled off. Let's re-roll it. So Guerrero to bat, first and second, 2 outs. Pitched by Guerrero, 4-10, ground ball to third. Picked up by Lansford, takes it to the bag himself, and that will be it. So a force play at third, and that is it to retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 left. 1-0 Oakland. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Thank you, folks. No chance to rob that one. All right. So 1-0 favor of, so far, 1-0 favor of the A's. So now here is Rick Miller. He'll get the start today. Miller will hit against Mike Norris. So Mike Norris is having a very interesting season so far. We'll try to give you numbers as we go on. I haven't got them all set up yet. Norris on the year is his 4th start. He's went 22 in third innings, given up 18 hits. His ERA has gone up to 4.03 after a bad last start. So we'll see if he can hopefully get things calmer here with Rick Miller. For the Angels, it'll be Miller, Lansford, Carew, Baylor, Ford, Garz, the DH, Rich, Patek, and Donahue. So 3-5 for Rick Miller is a single to left field. So the Angels get a leadoff runner on. So a big base hit for Rick Miller. So Miller is on with a single. So is he starred? No, he's not. So he won't be going anywhere, I don't think. But let's look at it. Norris is a 0. They'll hold him because of the good numbers. And then the catcher for Heath's a -2. So they're not going to run with a -4 behind the plate. So here is Lansford. On deck is Rod Carew. He's on a very torrid pace right now. And that's going to be a 3-8 for Lansford. Ground ball to third. Klotz has got it. Goes to Piccolo. And that's it. Gets the fielder's choice. So Lansford is on a fielder's choice. That will go 5-4. So now here's Rod Carew. Boy, what a game he had. 3 hits in last night's ball game as he continues his torrid hitting. So here's the pitch from Mike Norris. And the pitch. That's going to be a 3-4 for Carew. Fly ball left field. Henderson is there. Comes in, makes the catch. And there is 2 outs. That's a fly ball to 7. You're scoring at home. 2 away. So now here is Don Baylor playing the outfield, and he's been one of the hot hitters, at least even he plays against me, it seems. So here's Norris on the mound. Runner on first, 2 outs on the pitch. That's fouled off. We'll replay it. So Mike Norris again from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-9 for Baylor is a fly ball left field. Henderson comes in, makes the catch, and the first inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 1 here in the Big A. 1-0 Oakland. So that's going to be a fly ball. That is going to be a fly ball again to left field. So side is retired. So now for the A's, it will be Heath, Klutz, and Piccolo, the bat for the Oakland Athletics. So Mike Heath comes in. He's been sparing some time playing catcher all over the place. Billy Martin's been playing this team very interesting first month of the season. 6-9 against righties, a fly ball right field. Disco Dan Ford comes in, makes the catch. He always makes an adventure out there. If a ball gets hit to him, he is an E20, and that could be real problems. So one away, and here's Mickey Klutz. He's a big guy, hits mostly against left-handed starters. So Klutz, the former Yankee, but he's been on one of the hot streaks on this team. He gets in there, he makes things happen. Donahue behind the plate. Tanana the lefty. Here's the pitch. 2-10 is a ground ball to third, played by Lansford, throws them out, and that is out number 2. So that is going to be out number 2 in the second inning. So now here's the second baseman, Rob Piccolo, the second baseman for the Athletics. So Piccolo, the second baseman for the Athletics. Here's the pitch. 5-8, and that is going to be a line drive in the gap for a base hit for Rob Piccolo. So Piccolo is on with a single. He's on at first, and a big hit for him. So he's on base with 2 outs, and it brings up Ricky Henderson, who led the game off with the home run. So Henderson up again. Tanana from the stretch, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. 5-10 is going to be a ballpark single here in California to a righty. It's a 1-8. That's a 2. That's a base hit for Henderson. Piccolo goes to second, stays right there, and Ricky has 2 hits. His bat is heating up for the Athletics. So first and second, 2 outs for Dwayne Murphy now. So Murphy to bat, 2 on, 2 outs. Tanana from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 2-9 for Murphy. That's going to be trouble. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Piccolo was running. He'll score from second. Henderson will go to third, and the Athletics got first and third and 2 outs. So Piccolo scores. Henderson all the way to third, and the A's got a 2-0 lead. Murphy with an RBI single. So now here is Jim Essien. So Essien, the batter for the Athletics. First and third, 2 outs. Tanana struggling out there right now. Here's the pitch. 4-8, and that's going to be to a right-handed hitter. Single 1-13. That's a 17. What a play by Robert Bobby Grich. Makes a great play. That's a web gem. That retires the side. The A's strand 2, but they get a picket fence together. They lead this by 2-0. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. The Angels will now send up Ford, Gar, and Grich. Now, the benefits of playing this on via the computer is I can also play the whole game. I don't have Gar's actual card. He only had 40 at-bats, so we'll use what's on the PC, and it works out well. I had to put somebody else in its place. So Ford batting here. Here's the pitch. That's a 4-4, and that's going to be a catch X. Heath's is a 3, so he'll make that play. He's an E4. Don't think he's making the error, and that's a 6-10. 13 on a 4. The judge's inquiry says I have to look this up to make sure he doesn't drop the ball. So the catcher E rating on a 4 is a 14, 17, 18. That will pass, and that is a 13. So he just makes the play. And on a 14, let's see what the play was. I should have also probably looked that up. 14 on a 3 is a pop out behind the plate. Heath waits for it, throws away the mask, and makes the catch. And there is the out. So I just want to make sure on that there was no error. So a big out there, 1 away. So now here is Ralph Gar, former of the Chicago White Sox, Atlanta Braves, road runner. Heath behind the plate, puts down the sign. Norris from the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-9, fly ball left field. That's Henderson, comes in and makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So Gar is retired on that play. And that was a fly ball 7 if you're scoring at home. So 2 outs here in the second for Gar. And now here is Robert Bobby Grich. So Robert Bobby Grich comes up to me. That's stelling play last inning. Rich, excellent ball player. Ooh, I hope I can get that die back. Give me a second. Give me a second here. Let me grab that one back. The rolling die. Should have backup blue dice when I'm playing, just in case this happens. So here's Bobby Grich, right-handed hitter, 2 outs, and the pitch. 3-11 for Grich is a ballpark single, 1-8. That's a 15, and Mario Guerrero gives the return receipt. Nice play by Guerrero to end the inning. We played 2 in Anaheim. It is 2-0 favor of the A's. So top of the third here in Oakland and Anaheim. Again, this is game 2 of a 3-game series. And then they'll play the finale tomorrow. And then May 1st is Friday. So I'll get the May. And the Detroit Tigers come into town. So the first American League East team to play against Billy Ball coming back to Oakland. So now here's Jeff Newman. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tanana's given up 5 hits and 2 runs through 2. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 4-9. 4-9's a single for Mario Guerrero. Base hit number 6. So that is a single for Mario. So Mario's on. And you know what? We're going to go to the blue 20-sided die. We'll go ahead and call the new relief pitcher because having a blue 20-sided and blue dice kind of throws me off. So we'll play the orange. The orange 20-sided die now in. Newman on base for Tony Armas. So Armas now the batter. Runner on first and nobody out. And the swing. And that's going to be a 5-8. Again, that's going to be a base hit. That's going to send Newman to third. And Armas will have a single. So Newman is on base. So Tanana not fooling anybody. First and third, nobody out. Big hit there for Tony Armas. First and third Athletics. And now here's Mario Guerrero. First and third, no out. Angels have to play at the infield end. They have to stop what's going on here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 3-7 to a lefty, and that is going to be a single 2. Single 2 for Mario Guerrero. Newman scores. Armas will move to third, and the Oakland Athletics offense is really churning here. Armas to third, and the A's build a picket fence by adding another one. It's 3-0. And Tanana's already given up 8 hits through 2+ innings. So now here's Mike Heath to hit against Tanana. Tanana from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a 3-10. That's a shot to deep center field. It's over the head of Rick Miller. Armas will score. Guerrero will stop at third. He's only a 1-9, so I'm not going to calculate that. It's 4-0 A's. Wow, as Mike Heath doubles in the gap in center field. So now 4-0 A's. And now the Angels are going to have to look in at their bullpen. Tanana was hoping to get out of this one unscathed, but it's not going to happen. They might have to go to reliever, and it might have to be, Jim Barr is awful. LaRoche and Martinez pitched in the last game, and boy, did they pitch innings. So they'll go back to him. Alfredo Martinez is up in the Angel bullpen once again, and so will be John Montague, but I don't want to use that one either. So Martinez up in the Angel bullpen. Jim Fregosi getting busy here for the Angels. May have to pull the hook on Tanana. Here's Mickey Klutz. Donaghy from the stretch. Here's a pitch from Tanana. That's a foul ball. I'm throwing all over the place today, boys and girls. So here is the pitch. And swings. A 1 on the 20. That's not good. That's a 1-4 against the lefty, and that's a fly ball right field B ? So Ford is a -1. +2 will be the result because a B ? You have to go +2 and the runner rating. So +2 on Ford makes Ford a +1. Guerrero's a 1-9, and that's a fly ball to right field. They'll hold the runner because Guerrero is only a 50%. So they'll hold him there. 1 away. So now here is Rob Piccolo. Singled and scored his last time up. A's with 9 hits through 2 1/3 off Franco and Tanana so far. from the stretch, looking in. Here's the pitch. Ooh, again, thrown poorly. 2-9, and that's going to be trouble to deep to left field. And that's over the head of Miller. It goes all the way to the wall. He hit Rob Peachel, hit it about 420 feet, bounces off the wall. Guerrero scores. Heath will score. It's a triple for Rob Peachel. Drives in 2. And the A's lead it. Holy cow, a start against Frank Tanana. I thought this would be more of a pitcher's duel, and the A's offense really showing up today. So now let's see if Fregosi pulls the hook on Tanana as Henderson comes up for the third time in 3 innings. And he will. He'll take the ball from Frank Tanana. Pitching change here in Anaheim. Pitcher is Alfredo Martinez. So he's the new Angel pitcher. 6-0 Oakland. So Donahue goes out and talks to him, though probably the go-ahead signals here. My goodness. Jesus. So again, so here is Henderson, runner on third, 1 out. Donahue puts the sign down, and let's go ahead and pull the pitcher in. That we have. My fault. Again, that's sometimes what happens when you play the computer sometimes too. You forgot to bring dudes in. So Alfredo Martinez is the new pitcher for the Halos. 6-0 favor of the A's. So now batting will be Henderson. He is 2 for 2, couple singles today. Donahue from the stretch. Martinez looks in. Here's the pitch. Another one on the 20. 5-7. Base hit center field for Henderson. His third hit of the ball game. Piccolo scores. It is 7-0 A's. Boy, has their offense really shown up. So Henderson's on base for the third time. So now here is Dwayne Murphy. So Murphy to hit. Martinez now. Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez from the stretch and the pitch. That's going to be a 5-8 to a lefty. That's a fly ball center field. Miller is there, makes the catch, and there's only 2 outs in the inning. So big out there. So Murphy is retired. He's 2 for 3. The A's with 11 hits through 2 2/3. And now it will be Jim Essien. 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Here's the pitch to Essien. 2-3 to a righty. Is a foul out behind the plate. Donahue waits, gets it, and throws the mask and makes the catch, and the side is retired. But they get 5, a big crooked number in the third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's 7-0 Oakland. So now the Angels need to see if they can fight back against Mike Norris right now. And it will be Frederick Patek. Patek to hit against Norris. Here's the pitch. 5-11 righty. And that's going to be a fly. And it's going to be a fly ball center field. Catch is made by Murphy. And there's the first out in the third inning. Norris making this so far look easy. So first out there. So retired is Patek. And now here's the catcher, Tom Donahue. Brian Downing must have suffered that broken leg because he's no longer on the roster. So he's now going to be the catcher along with Stu Claiborne. Heath behind the plate. Norris with the windup. Here's the pitch. 2-7. Donahue is going to be a strikeout, and that's the second out of the inning. So Norris playing with his Oakland Athletic team right now. 2 outs in the third, and now it's back to the top of the lineup for Rick Miller. He has the only hit in the ball game, which he led off the game with. So here's the pitch for him. Gets the sign. 4-11 lefty on Norris is going to be a fly ball center field. Murphy is there, makes the catch, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, go to Halos. Not much heaven here. It is 7-0 Oakland. So for the A's, Newman, Armas, Guerrero to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th. Oakland comes up. It'll be Newman followed by Armas and Guerrero. against Alfredo Martinez. Martinez and the pitch. Again, a 1 on a split. 2-3 against a righty. That ball's going to be gone. 2-3 against a right-handed pitcher is a ballpark home run. It takes a 1-9. It's a 1. That's gone. Jeff Newman homers. And the Oakland Athletics now lead it 8-0. And for Jeff Newman continues his really hot hitting for the A's. For Newman so far on the season, now it's his 4th home run on the season. So Newman homers, and the A's add 1. That's now a snowman. They lead it 8-0. Here is Tony Armas. Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez with the pitch. 6-5 to a righty. Struck him out. Armas down on strikes, 1 away. So Armas down on strikes. He's 1 for 3. He's just bringing out all the offense in this one. Surprise. I thought the Norris Tanana matchup would be a really good one. Here is here's Guerrero. I'm sorry. Guerrero is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He has so far hit into a force and singled in a run. Here's the pitch. So if everything looks good, Guerrero 2-3, ground ball down the first. Cruz got it, takes it to the bag himself, and gets to second out of the inning. So quick 2 outs after the leadoff bang. And now here is Mike Heath. Heath in the ballgame, 1 for 2, doubled in a run his last time up. He's played really well in spots he's been in the lineup. Here's a pitch from Martinez. 2-9 is going to be a ground ball to second. Rich got it. Goes to first to end the inning. Leadoff home run by Jeff Newman. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 8-0 A's. So bottom of the 4th, Mike Norris stays on the mound. Only going up 1 hit through 3. Carney Lansford up. Billy Martin, as always, sits on his hands on his bullpen. The A's with complete games in a row. So it's 1-5. Lansford, ground ball to short. That's it. Good play there by Guerrero. Throws him out, and that's the first out. So a big out there by Lansford. And now here's the first baseman, Rod Carew, Panama's finest. Carew having an excellent series so far versus the A's. Do you have batting averages? Yes. What do you want? Individual batting averages for everybody or team averages? Here is Carew against Norris. And that's going to be a 1-8 for Carew. That's a base hit. That's all Carew does is get base hits. He hits things all over the place. So Carew with a single, he's on board. So now here is Don Baylor. So Baylor to hit. Okay, yeah, let me tell you what they have so far. So right now, as they say, the stat line for the A's, 283, on base 463, slugging 327. So their OPS as a team is 790. Their team ERA right now is 3.10. So here's Baylor. He puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch to Baylor. That's a 111. Oh, he just missed some stuff, though. Ground ball down the first. Newman's got it. Goes to the bag himself as Carew moves to second. So, again, he had a chance. He hit it hard down the first. So, Baylor is out. Runner to second, and that will be a play. So, runner on second and 2 outs. And now here is Dan Ford. So, Ford to hit. Disco Dan. So, runner on second, 2 outs. Norris from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 5-10 against Norris is a fly ball right field. Armas is there, makes the catch, and Mike Norris through 4 is strong. We go to the 5th. It's still 8-0. Snowman in favor of the A's. So Carew was done. He was stranded at second. We go to the 5th. And right now it'll be Mickey Klutz, Piccolo, and Henderson. So again, Alfredo Martinez on the mound. Here's the pitch. 2-9. Klutz struck him out. Klutz down on strikes. So for Mickey Klutz, he's 0 for 3 so far in the ball game. With the A's 12 hits today, that'll definitely bring that average back up. So here is the second baseman, Rob Piccolo. 2 hits in the ball game today. Tripled in 2, but he's been hitting under 200 for most of the season. So this is only going to help. 4-7 to a righty, and Piccolo is on for the third time with a walk. So 1 out base runner here in the 5th. A walk, we'll put him there. So he's on base with 1 out. And now here's Ricky Henderson up for the 4th time. He led off the game with a homer, single twice, including another ribby. From the stretch is Alfredo Martinez. Here's the pitch. 4-6, ground ball to short. Patek to Gritch, not in time to get Henderson on the relay. And that is a fielder's choice, 2 away. So fielder's choice, 2 away. And that will be there. And that's it. 2 outs in the 5th. So Henderson on, up 8-0. Billy Martin putting up the stop sign on Ricky, but Ricky wants to run. So here is Murphy. But this is back in 1980. This is where teams did have some compassion. So Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez from the stretch. 1-8 for Murphy. That's a walk. So Murphy will go to first, and Henderson will move to second. This is where if I was an evil son of a gun, I'd double steal right now because of the situation. Ricky would get an absolute big lead, and Dwayne Murphy can probably steal in back of him. But again, you're up by a snowman in the 5th inning. I'm not going to try that right now. Here is Jim Essien. Donahue from the stretch puts the sign down. Martinez looks in the pitch. 6-10 to a righty. Fly ball center field. Miller is a 2. That is a 9. He'll make the play. E8. Ooh, throws it off the box. E8. And that's an 8. There's no 8s. That makes the play. Miller will get the side retired. A's strand 2, but the A's still have a snowman up in the middle of June. It is 8-0 A's. Fly ball. So that's going to be a fly ball in the center field with the side being retired. So now we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. And so far for Mike Norris, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Norris has worked 4 innings, 2 hits, and has gotten a strikeout so far. So he's been quite effective. Yeah, they've been getting good averages so far, so that's been good. So that's where this team, they have 2 or 3 just incredible hitters right now playing amazingly. So, and they're playing well above their head. Bottom of the 5th, 8-0. Oakland 8-12-0. California 0-2-0. Here is Ralph Gard hit against Mike Norris in the bottom of the 5th. 4-9 versus a lefty is a strikeout as Gard strikes out. That's a strikeout. We've talked about Mike Norris before. Reverse splits as Norris struggles against right-handed pitching, but against lefties he's dominant. So 1 away. Look, you look him up. Bobby Gritch here. So Gritch 0 for 1 the ball game, lined out his first time up. He puts down the sign. Norris from the windup. That's going to be a 4-4 against Norris against Gritch. And that is going to be a catch X. So Essien is a 3-4. That's an 8. So he'll get the ball. We'll see what the call is. 10-12, no error on a 4. We checked out before, but we'll check it again to make sure. Errors on 16, 17, and 18. The play is on an 8, on a 3, and he's a pass ball or foul out. So the foul out will be recorded by Heath, 2 away. So foul out there. That will retire 2 outs in a quick fashion. And now there's 2 outs in the 5th for Frederick Patek. Patek in the ball game so far 0 for 1 with a fly out. So here is the pitch right now. Here is the pitch. 5-10 to Patek from Norris. That's a fly ball right field. Armas will come down with it, makes the catch, and we're halfway through in Anaheim. Oakland has built Frosty the Snowman. They lead it 8-0. Fly out to right field. That joke will not get old until Oakland scores another run. So here we go, top of the 6th. It will now be Newman leading off for the Athletics. Newman, Armas, and Guerrero in the top of the 6th inning. So here's Donahue, puts down the sign. Martinez in the windup. 3-8 for Newman against a righty, and Newman struck him out, and he's out on strikes. So Newman in the ball game, 2 for 4 now, including that home run his last time up. And the A's have hit, I believe, 2 home runs. It was by Newman and Henderson. Here's Armas. He's 1 for 3. And we go and swing here. Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez with the pitch. 2-7 righties. A ground ball. It is a ground ball to short. Play made by Patek. Gets up and throws a strike to the first baseman. And that's an out. So gets him over to first. 2 away. So 2 outs, Armas now. And now here's Mario Guerrero. So Guerrero with 2 outs against Martinez. Here's a pitch from Alfredo Martinez. 5-7 righties, a single to center field. Guerrero with his second hit of the ball game. So that is the Oakland Athletics' 13th hit of the ball game. And now it brings up Mike Heath. So Heath will now swing. 2 outs here in the 6th. Donahue puts the sign down. Martinez again from the stretch. 5-4 righties, a ground ball to third. Lansford's a 2-20. That's a 20. That's an easy play for him. And does he avoid the error will be the question. 13 on a 20 can go either way. 13 on a 20. Nope, the error's on the 14. And Lansford throws it over and retires aside. I'll give him the fielder's choice even. Makes it easier for me to score, and that will do it. So good play there by Lansford. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Oakland 8, California 0. So now California steps up, and it will be Donahue, Miller, Lansford to bat for the Angels here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Heath puts down the sign. Norris with the pitch. 3-9. Donahue's a single to right field. You know, like my Athletics there, Mr. Ben. I just figured this would be a fun team to play. It wasn't my Yankees like I always like to play. This is Billy Martin, and the prospect of not using much of a bullpen because their starters went deep just had it as a very interesting thing. And there's also Ricky on there and everything else. So it sounded like a fun play. So here's Rick Miller. That was only the third base hit for the Angels. So now here's Rick Miller. Heath puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch. 4-9 lefty, and that's a whiff. Struck him out. Miller down on strikes, 1 away. For Mike Norris, that's strikeout number 3 on the night. So now here is Carney Lansford. Lansford so far in the ball game 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice and grounded out. Heath puts down the sign. Norris working from the stretch. 6-7. That is a 6-7 Lansford against Norris. And that's a strikeout for Norris. He gets 2 in a row, his 4th of the game, as Lansford struck him out. So 2 away. And here's that dangerous Rod Carew again. He's had a lot of hits in this ball game. So Heath puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. 6-6 against Norris is a ground ball to second. Piccolo goes to short way to first and retires the side. Leadoff hit does not do nothing. Crew is out. Runner will go to second, and that will get the side retired. We go to the top of the 7th. It is still 8-0 Oakland. Alfredo Martinez stays out in the game for California, doing a great job in relief of Frank Tanana. And now here's Mickey Klutz. 7th inning, we can now pinch hit, folks. So here's a pitch to Klutz. 4-4 on the righty, and that's a ground ball to short. That's Patek, 334. That's an 11. Only thing we have to worry about is the error rating. That's a 5. That's a rare play of nobody on. Throws them out, 1 away. So ground ball, 6-3. And that's a quick out there. And now here's Piccolo. 2 hits and a walk so far. What a ball game for Rob today. 1 away. Here's a pitch from Alfredo Martinez. 6-7 to a righty. Ground ball to second. Rich, 2-10. That's a 20. That's an easy one. And that's an 11. Throws them out for out number 2. So the Angel defense really looking strong today. Getting some very key outs here. Quick outs. Keeping Alfredo Martinez in this ball game. And back to Ricky we go for the 5th time. Ricky so far is 3 for 4. 2 hits, a home run, and a fielder's choice. Alfredo Martinez from the windup. Here's the pitch. 5-11 on a righty. That's a ground ball to short. Patek gets up, throws him out to Carew to retire the side. That's it. Alfredo Martinez does his job. 7th inning stretch here in California. It's 8-0 Oakland. So Mike Norris comes out and pitches his bottom of the 7th inning. So now they're trying to get this one a big win here. The Angels, Baylor, followed by Ford and Gar against Norris, who has been spectacular. Here's the pitch. 6-9 against Norris, and that's a ground ball short. That's Guerrero. That's a 3. That's a base hit. Guerrero fields it, does not throw it away, and that's an infield hit. Guerrero put his glove on it. Baylor with a little exit velocity, and that's a hard hit for Baylor. So runner on first and nobody out. Baylor on board. Great speed still at his age, but he will not run going anywhere. Down 8. Here's Disco Dan Ford, 4th hit for the Halos. Norris looks in, gets the sign. Pitch to Ford. 1-5 is going to be a single 1-15. That's a 3. Base hit for past second base for Ford. Baylor will go to second, and the Halos got a little bit something going on here. 2 on and nobody out. So the Halos getting a little something here. Now here's Gar, and I think that's where the Angels might go to their bench here. Let's see who's on this Halo bench. Somebody has to be a little better, and I think they go something with Joe Rudy, who had the day off today, but he's going to come in and swing the bat. So Rudy. So Rudy comes in to swing the bat for the Oakland Athletics. So here we go. So Rudy will swing. Rudy comes in. Here is Joe. Rudy readies. So Rudy for Gar here. Runner on first and second, no out. Bottom of 7th. I can make the pinch hitting moves now. Heath puts down the sign. Here's the pitch to Norris. 3-5. That is going to be a drive to left center field and deep. Baylor will score. Here comes Ford. Now let's see here. It is going to be a double to center. Murphy's a -1. +1 to Ford because Ford cannot be helped because he's a trail runner. So Ford coming home will be a 1-12. He'll hold, and it's an 8-1 ball game. A double for the pinch hitter, Joe Rudy. So he doubles a run home, and the Halos are on the board. So the Angels get a little bit of offense now. Remember, Mike Norris is a fatigue 9, so he's not going anywhere. And Billy Martin hasn't even thought of the bullpen. So here's Bobby Grant, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Can he make a big play here? Let's see if Gritch can get a big hit. So Heath puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch and the pitch. It's a 2-9. Struck Gritch out on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. Gritch struck out for the first time, and that's strikeout number 5 for Mike Norris. So Gritch is done, and now here is the shortstop, Freddie Patek. Patek still got some swings in him. We'll see if he can get a big hit. Heath puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch and the pitch. 6-9 righty, and that is going to be a ground ball to short. That's an 18. That should hold the runner. And let's see. Oh, that's an 11. Let's see. Guerrero's a 27 on 11. No errors made. So now the question is 16 on a 3 enough to score the run? G1, ground ball to short, 1 out, infield back. That will score the run. RBI, Freddie Patek. So ground out, runner will score. So Rudy will stop. Rudy will stay at his base. Ford will score, and then the fielder is a 6. So Rudy scores, stays on base. It's now 8-2, I believe it should be. No, it does not. Let's replay that one. So we undo it, they say. So Patek comes back up to the plate, swings. Let's see. So with 1 out, we're going to do a ground out. Rudy will stay at his base. Ford scores, And the out is registered by Potex. Score the run. Yes, it is now 8-2 Oakland with Rudy at second. RBI Potek. So now here is Tom Donahue. He puts down the sign. Norris from the stretch still. 2-6 for Donahue. Struck him out to end the inning. Strikeout number 6 for Norris. He's gone 7, and it is 8-2 Oakland. 8-2 Oakland going to the top of the 8th. Alfredo Martinez pitching unbelievably well in relief. Definitely saving the bacon for Jim Fregosi. Here's Dwayne Murphy. Murphy so far in the ball game is 2 for 3. Murphy, a left-handed hitter against Martinez. Here's the pitch. 2-8. Murphy's a fly ball to deep right field. That could be left field. He went the other way. Baylor at the track. Moves, makes the catch. It just did not carry here in Anaheim. One away. And that will do it. Alfredo Martinez is officially tired. So if he gives up a base hit on the dot on his card, the fatigue dot, I will remove him. So Jim Essien now. Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez with the pitch. 6-6 against a righty. And that is a ground ball to third. He avoids the dot. Lance throws to Carew for out number 2. So Martinez just dazzling him out. Martinez pitching great out there, saving this bullpen. And now here's Jeff Newman with 2 outs. Newman 2 for 4, home run and a single. Donahue puts down the sign. Martinez from the windup and the pitch. 6-5 to a righty. That's going to be a base hit with the dot. So that will do it. That'll be the last pitch for Alfredo Martinez as Newman gets on via the fatigue. So we'll go now to the bullpen. Bullpen called for the Angels, and who will come out will be the question. So who will be the new pitcher? And we'll go with, I guess they're going to have to go. This is the 8th. They're still going to have to bat the 9th. And we'll go to Jim Barr here. I'm not too thrilled with Barr, but we'll go ahead and get him some play time here. Gives him a lot of stuff. 12.79 ERA in the replay. I can see why. The card definitely is not good. So here is going to be Armas. 2 outs. Barr from the stretch, the new pitcher. 5-4 righty, and that's a fly ball in the center field. Catch is made by Miller. That is going to be a 6. He makes the play. E8. Ooh, a 14 on an 8. We're going to have to look that one up. 14 on an 8. And that's not make the error. 15 and 16 are your errors. So Miller makes the catch and retires aside. The A's go down. What a performance by Alfredo Martinez of the Angels. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 8-2 Oakland. So let's look at the day for Alfredo Martinez. 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. What a job he does in relief of Jim Fregosi and Frank Tanana, who got smoked today, going 2 1/3, 10 hits, 7 runs, all earned. So now we go to the bottom half of the 8th. Angels pecking away a little bit. We'll go back to the top of the order. Will be Rick Miller, Lansford, and Carew. So here we go. Miller here, so far in the ball game, is 1 for 3. Norris stays in the game, giving up a couple earned runs. Here's the pitch. 3-8 is drive down the deep right field again. Or no, he goes the opposite way with it. But the ball doesn't travel there, it seems, at night. Henderson will back up right at the front of the track and make the catch. And there's 1 away. He knew it. He hit it out. He hit it hard out there, but a ball just not traveling the left field. So Miller retired. Here's Lansford. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. So far, the Oakland Athletics 8-14-0, while the Angels are at 2-6-0. Here's Lansford with 1 out in the swing. Foul ball. Holy cow, that took it all the way. So let's go ahead and swing again with 1 out here. Lansford in the box. Here's the swing. 5-7 for Lansford. against Norris is a strikeout, retires the side. Norris with strikeout number 7, and he has bad intentions. That's 7 for Mr. Norris. 2 outs here. And now here's Carew. Carew 1 for 3 in the ball game, singled back in the 4th. Here's the pitch from Norris, foul ball again. So Carew not liking the pitch he got. Here's the pitch, 3-11 to a righty. That's a single 1 to 13. That's an 18. What a play by Rob Piccolo. He throws the ball down like Pete Rose, retires a side on a scintillating play. We head to the 9th. It's 8-2 Oakland. So 8-2 Oakland, we head to the 9th. So now for Oakland, it'll be Guerrero, Heath, and Klutz against Jim Barr. Barr looks in and the pitch. 2-9 Guerrero, ground ball the 3rd. Lansford's got it, throws him out, and there's 1 away. So ground ball 5-3, 1 away. So now here is Mike Heath. Heath so far in the ball game, 1 for 4 with a double, has an RBI. Barr puts down the sign. Here's the pitch. 4-6, and that's a fly ball right field. Ford is there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Disco Dan with the catch. So 2 outs in the 9th inning. And now it's going to be Mickey Klutz. Klutz in the ball game, 0 for 4. That's one way to get his hot start cooled off. Barr looks in and the sign. 2-11 for Klutz. Ground ball down the 1st. Carew will take it to the bag himself. Retires the side. Hey, we go to the bottom 9th inning. Last call for the Angels. It is now 8-2 favor of the A's. So now we go to the bottom 9th. Baylor, Ford, and Rudy, the bat for the Halos here. Norris on the mound. This is inning of fatigue for Mike Norris. We'll see if he can get past this. Heath puts down the sign. Norris with the windup. 2-11 for Baylor, and that is a foul out behind the plate. That is Heath. Throws the mask, makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Wow, he came out behind home plate, made the catch in fair territory for the 1st out, and here's Disco Dan. Dan Ford, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Halos with only 6 hits. Norris looks in, gets the sign. 5. That's going to be a 5-8 to a righty. And that's a ground ball the 2nd. That's Piccolo. That's a 10. He'll field it on a 10. E8. Oh, let's see. That could be trouble. 6-10. That's 9. 15. 15 on an 8. 15 on an 8. No error. 16 and 17 are your errors. Piccolo retires them for the 2nd out. This Oakland A's ball club looking to go 13-6 so far with 1 game left in this April schedule theirs, which has been all AL West. They'll begin a series with Tigers at home. Get your tickets now. So here is Joe Rudy. Rudy doubled in a run as a pinch hitter his last time up. 2 outs for Rudy. Norris looks in, gets the sign. Is this last times? 6-11. And that's a fly ball in the right field. Armas is a 1-1. There's no hit on the 1, so he gets away with it. But it's a 15 on a 10, and Armas may have given one back on a 10 and makes the 2-base error. So 2-base error by Armas, and the Angel inning will continue. Holy smokes there. So 2-base error by Armas. Couldn't make the play to end the game, and the Angels inning will continue. So now here's Bobby Gritch. So far, he's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Norris trying now. Doesn't go against his inning of fatigue, though. Runner on 2nd, 2 outs. Here is the pitch. 4-8 against a righty, Gritch, and that's a walk, and Norris now. Oh, he may have lost a little bit of it now. That's a walk to Norris. 1st and 2nd. First dot against him. Needs 3. And now here's Patek. The Angels may go to their bench. Let's see who's on their bench. Patek in the ball game is 0 for 3 with a ribby. Do they know? See, they go Harlow. It makes Norris weaker. So they're going to go outfield here, and they're going to go Al Cowens, the bat for Patek. They'll Campy will probably go into play short if needed. So here comes the veteran Al Cowens. He has been in talks of being traded too, but he comes in kind of been dysfunctional lately. He's actually going to get traded to the Tigers at some point in the regular season. So runner Cowens will come in. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Cowens the swing against Norris. Norris looks in from the stretch, gets the sign and the pitch. That's going to be a 6-7 against the righty, and that's a strikeout for Norris to retire the side in the game. Mike Norris strikes out 8, and the big one in the bottom of the 9th inning, or the top of the 9th inning. Final score, Oakland 8 and the Angels 2. They will go 13-6 on the season. So let's go with the final statistics. 8-14-1 for the A's, 2-6-0 for the Angels. Norris gets the win, 9 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. Tanana got plastered, 2 1/3, 10 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned. Alfredo Martinez saves Jim Fregosi in his bullpen, going 5 1/3. Then Jim Barr went an excellent 1 1/3. 32,000 here at the Big A. Doubles by Heath and Rudy, triples by Piccolo, homers by Ricky Henderson, who led off the game with 1, and Jeff Newman. RBIs, Henderson had 2, Murphy had 1, Newman with 1, Guerrero with 1, Heath with 1, Piccolo with 2, Rudy with 1, and Fred Patek with 1. So Mike Norris gets the complete game and the win as the A's go 13-6. The finale of this series. Oh, and I meant to save those stats. I forgot to do that. Oh, wish I can bring that. I have to see if I can bring it back, but I don't think so. So the next game on the schedule, and that one will sting a bit because they just had all those hits again. So let's see. The next game on the schedule is the last one in the month of April. Matt Keogh will take on Don Ossie. That'll be a Wednesday nighter, and then they will have, I believe, Thursday off, which they do. Then Detroit comes to town starting May the 2nd, and that will be Dave Rozema against Steve McCaddy. Get your tickets now as the Tigers come into Oakland. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. This has been Oakland A's 1980 Baseball, and have a great rest of your evening. Mm-hmm.